Hey team, this is the lesson for this coming week, April the 15th. We're going to be getting ready to move into the Beatitudes. We're going to be talking about salt and light, how Jesus called us to be salt of the earth and light also. So as you look over the questions, the icebreakers, the big one is, what's the darkest place you've ever found yourself? And describe how that felt, because we're going to talk about how light penetrates that. But also the question about, take a poll. How many people have flashlights all around their house? I mean, maybe some people have some unique ones, like on keychains or things like that. Might even be a good idea to ask or email your class this week and ask them to bring the most unique flashlight that they have in their house. So that'd be a good icebreaker conversation starter as we talk about salt and light. This lesson has a lot of verses to look up, so you may want to put them on pieces of paper to be able to hand out to people. But it's going to give a lot of background to this passage here in Matthew chapter 5. One of the things I put down is I talk about the qualities of salt and the qualities of light. Salt first and then light second. And how those qualities, how do they relate to us relating to the world? I mean, salt gets into the world, but the specific, unique, attribute of the salt, how does that relate to us as Christians with the world? I put some answers down there for you, possible answers, but that could be a real discussion starter too. As you look at the verses on the bottom of page, whatever that page is, where we're talking about Isaiah and Luke and Acts, those verses are specifically tied to showing how Jesus was the Messiah, called to be the light of the nations. But then as you look at the ones in Philippians and also in Ephesians, it talks about us being the light and walking as children of the light. Well, that's specifically Christ in us, manifesting that light to the world. Put some pictures on there too. This would be kind of fun of what a lamp looks like. We think of flashlights, we think of lamps that we turn on. In the New Testament, they were actually oil-burning lamps. And so the whole concept of Jesus saying putting it under a bushel, under a peck bushel, or putting it under your bed, is one of the other passages talks about. I mean, that would be ludicrous to them. We just think of it, you just stick it under the bed. No, I mean, you could have caused a fire hazard and other things going on. So they would have seen that as, you don't do that. You put it on a lampstand. And so kind of bring that out with everybody too. The action points. The first one is shake the salt. And that means specifically be bold and get out there. We're in the salt shaker, but we're not supposed to be in the salt shaker. We're supposed to be in the world. So shake the salt, get it out there. The second one is shine the light. Be intentional about what you do. And the last one is to walk the talk. Be consistent. We're called to be salt and light. And if we say we're going to be salt and light, but we're not salt and light, the world's going to look at that. They're just going to reject our message. So give me a call or text if you have any questions. I'll be praying for you this week.